In order to fit in the upright bars, I now dry assemble the sash to make to mark out the center of the whole frame. I can also check that the window is exact. Yes. From the center marks on the rails that I made previously, I now use a straight edge to mark up the center of all the crossbars. And the reason why I do not mark up the center of the crossbars in any other way than this is that I want to be sure that the center of all the upright bars follows a straight line. If I don't do it this way, there is a slight chance that the center will be some distortions between them, and then this will be very visible for the eye. So in order to make the line and the upright bars straight, I use this approach. It's actually more important that the upright bars follow a straight line than that they are placed exactly at the center. So it's easier to see if the upright bars goes a little like a snake than it is to see if the upright bars are a little bit off center. Now I can use my miter iron and do the last of the miters on all the bars. Now all the miters for the upright bars are cut, and then I have to find the exact length of the upright bars, and again I use my spring dividers, and I just set the distance on this side, and this should match the distance on the upright bar. And from this point, it's the same procedure as I did with the crossbars. Now I just have to cut this side, turn it over and put it into the jig and make the miter in each end. Like this. Now you can see there's a tiny difference between the end of the miter and the end of the bar on what will be the outside of the window. Now I only have to make a small notch here that will make the crossbar fit. The upright bar will fit into the crossbar. Making the acquired notch here in the end of the bar, it's easy to just put the bar back into the sticking board that I used when I made the moldings, because here the bar will fit nicely and lie steadily on the bench. And then I use my same chisel, the same chisel as I used for all the mortises. Have my mallet, of course. And I can just hold the bar with my leg. And just cut the notch. I will do the cut from both sides to avoid tear out. Like this. After completing all the upright bars, all that remains now is to try and fit all the pieces together. This could be a little tricky work here in the middle, but hopefully it will be okay. And then the style must come on again. Like this. Now we will try to put a clamp on it in both directions. Now I can check if all the miters are nice and tight. It looks quite good. Yes, I think so. With all the pieces in its right place in the sash, it is now time to pin all the parts so that the frame will stay together. We never use glue, we only use wooden pegs or pins like this and as nails. The drill bit that I use has a conical shape. It means that it makes a conical hole. And I always start from the inside of the frame and make a hole towards the outside. And I keep drilling until the drill bit is just gone through, like this. The pin or peg that I use is heartwood of pine, Pinus sylvestris, the same as the window frame really. And I try to find wood that has grown slowly, and it has to be straight grained, so it's possible to split it with a knife or something like that, like little like this. So from this I start to cut out what should be the peg. The peg should be exactly square in shape, and it should have the same conical shape as the drill bit, or auger maybe a better word for it. So when I see it enters the hole that I have made, it is time to knock it in. And when I first start knocking, I will not stop until the peg is in its place. If I stop in the process, then it might break when I start hitting it again. So it's better to do it in one long stroke. Like this. Now that the whole sash is joined together and pinned, the only thing that is left is to cut the pins sticking out, the mortises from the bar sticking out, and finally take the plane and just plan the edges around the whole sash. To avoid that the saw teeth makes scratches in the surface, I I cut the pins a little above the surface, and then I use my chisel just to make them flush. And then I can just cut off the excess from the ribbon. Then I finish the whole thing off by using my jointer plane to give a few strokes around the edges just to keep it smooth and even. Like this. I have now shown you in short one of several ways to make a sash window in the Norwegian way. I hope you have enjoyed it, and perhaps you can use what you have seen now to look at windows in your home country and see if it's possible that they have been made much the same way or in a completely different way. But good luck, and thank you.